Maxxx. Riffs. Ooh. Maxxx fucking Traxxx. What's up, everybody? Max Cavalera here, live on Facebook. Another Maxxx Traxxx for you guys. Hope y'all doing good, staying safe, staying metal, loving it. The Maxxx Traxxx. Thank you for watching. Always, I much appreciate all the support, all you guys watching this during these times we're going right now. In today's episode, we got Propaganda. Yeah, from Chaos AD. You know, I think that song fits what's going on right now in the world. We're living in the times of songs like Propaganda and Nail Bomb, which I did at the same time. Territory, Slave New World. Those songs are more, I guess, important and more meaningful today than they were even when they were released 20 some years ago, which is crazy, you know. But yeah, I love of course we're going to talk about the riffs. And Propaganda is, if you take out the beginning, which is the little voivod thing, it's a Maxxx track song. All the riffs are mine all the way through. Insane, you know, like really. I think you can kind of hear the Maxxx, you know, vibe to the whole song, and I love it, man. It's a great, I was listening to a lot of different stuff at the time. I was still listening to a lot of thrash and death, but also beginnings of listening to a lot of hardcore stuff, like New York hardcore, a lot of Sick of It All, Biohazard, Cro-Mags, and that went through on a lot of the chugging. This song has got some of the craziest cool chuggings ever in the history of chugs, you know. So let's go through. There's no demo for this one. It was straight up from the head to the amps, and like I said, this is I like the model that we do here. The Maxxx Traxxx model is really about the simplicity and the rawness of how the songs were created. They were creating an environment much similar to this. In fact, Propaganda was written in the kitchen, probably, and you know, it was really a raw environment, and that's what we try to translate to you guys. It's really raw what I do here to you. I hope you guys enjoy it, and then I'll tell some little stories about that time too. So let's go. Refile, Maxxx Traxxx, Propaganda. Don't you get a life and grow up? Why don't you realize that you fucked up? Why criticize what you don't understand? Why change my words? You're so afraid. You have to right to put me down. Propaganda hides your scum. Face to face, you don't ever what to say. Got in my way. Now you fucking pay. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you read. No. Always I'm here to stay. I didn't start all this yesterday. Prove you wrong all the way. Life teaches you always alone. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you read. So here you go. We got the first half of the song, and yeah. So like I say, Igor does the cymbal, which is really cool, and then the first thing I come up with is that's just an open chord. This is tuned to I think is D minor, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not a really big tune guy, but I know that it's not D standard. I think it's D minor. You guys gotta check that, but just go with the open one. The double bass. Why don't you get a life and grow up? Why don't you realize that you fucked up? Why criticize what you don't understand? Why change my words? You're so afraid. I'll let you hear the riff. Now comes the chorus. Didn't start all this yesterday. Prove you wrong all the way. Lies teaches you always alone. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you read. This riff is just going down the scale, so it goes. The first of the chugs of the song, and it just builds up, and get more fucking chugging, more craziness, and the lyrics. It was a time where, it's about, we didn't have an internet back then, but so it was like television and a little bit of, I think it was a couple of magazines that print some bullshit stories about us at the time, and I got really pissed off, so it was like, so it's a song, so it's pre-internet, but you can put that song in the context of today, in the context of internet, and it works perfectly. Don't believe what you see, don't believe what you read. That's like the chorus, so it's very powerful, like question everything, which is the essence of hardcore, like bands like Discharge and Cro-Mags and Sick of It All. That's like what they do, they question everything. Agnostic Front, I love the Agnostic Front documentary. Godfathers of New York, because has that thing of question everything. You just you don't just accept the shit. You question the stuff. You gotta find out why is like this, like the Discharge shirt. Why question the shit more now than ever with all that's going on TV and cops keeps killing people. And that's gotta change, man. It's fucking sucks. We need to find a way to get along, to respect each other and be respected, you know, the best way possible. And I think songs like this really gets to the nerve of that thought process, and I hope it wakes up some people and makes some kind of difference in the world, hopefully. But back to the music of the track. Now comes more of the chugging part, which I love. I think the meaty of the song is coming up now after the solo, so let's keep rolling. You're ready. Fucking A, man, this is awesome. And I cannot emphasize Andy Wallace's production on this record is absolutely mind-blowing. I love the man. I love working with Andy. I love to work with him again, hopefully in the future. Man, how cool it would be to work with him again. But this album just sounds, man, clear but heavy, and that the bass drum and Igor's little tom-tom drum. Again, one of the reasons one of the most creative drummers in metal, just doing simple shit like that just, you know, makes a little detail and the track comes to life. And the production is killer. Andy Wallace it was a pleasure working with him. We went to Wales and went in a farm and stayed there for a month and so. Zion was real little, and it's the same studio that Black Sabbath recorded a bunch of records. Queen recorded Bohemian Rhapsody there. So yeah, it's heavy duty kind of studio, and they still had the piano from Freddie Mercury there, from Bohemian Rhapsody. We stayed in the room of Robert Plant, I believe, is that right? And it was these cottage rooms that they had there, and it was just cool to know that Robert Plant sleep in the same room that we did. You just, it's cool. Musicians trip on that kind of stuff, and I was tripping on it. Scott, it was cool knowing that Zeppelin recorded there. Plant stay in this room where I'm staying now. It's like mind blowing. And we had a jam session the last day of recording. They roasted a pig, and we had like Igor got real drunk, which was really scary. When he got drunk, he was always like fucking crazy, want to fight everybody. And New Wallace is a bass player, so he was like jamming some Rolling Stones and some Beatles. It was fucking cool as hell. So yeah, and the name of the record was Propaganda for a long time. For a lot of people that don't know that, Chaos AD was actually, I was on a deadline, like last second, like they need a name, and I didn't have a name, and I was gonna just call the record Propaganda, which is a cool title. I think it's pretty cool. But then, the influence came through. Thankfully, I think it's partially because of Misfits Earth AD CD, and I decided to call it Chaos AD. It was that time of chaos. It felt like the world was in chaos, and AD means Anno Domini, the year of our God, which is now. So Chaos Now, it is a better title. I remember still telling Gloria about the name, and she was like really happy, really excited. It was cool. And so Propaganda just became a song in the record, but it was the title of the record. and we did a lot of cool tours on that record. We did Sepultura and Pantera at the Red Rocks, and we did Sepultura Ministry. My experience of the Madison Square Garden kind of sucked a little bit. It was a little bit like this venue had this like big name, and Zeppelin, played there and stuff, and it was I got there, it was all seats, and I was like, fuck, it's all seats, and a lot of shows with Ozzy also, and Black Sabbath. We played with Black Sabbath at one of the first reunions they ever did, which also had Halford on some of the vocals. And Alice in Chains was also in the video. We hang out a lot with those guys. They're really, really cool. And I remember no stage diving was allowed at Madison Square Garden. I got really pissed off about that, and I decided to stage dive, of course, in the end of our set. So me, like a madman, just jump out in the crowd. And when I tried to come back to the stage, was this big security guy, beefed up guy, like, you're not going back to the stage, all this little drama, blah, blah, blah. And I ended up getting back, of course. But, it kind of shattered my vision of Madison Square Garden. It kind of sucked. Everybody has a glorious story about it. I prefer much more the fuck beat up piece of shit club that everybody goes nuts. That's like, the real metal is in there, So now we're going towards the end of the track. There's the bass and drum part that sounds fucking killer, and then we're going towards the end. Breaking Glass, kind of influenced by Scorpion's Blackout, like just shattered glass, the noise of shattered glass. So after the bass part, we just kind of do a guitar feedback that comes out of nowhere, and that goes. Double bass. I love Igor's drumming. The double bass all over the whole track is very powerful, very killer. And this song has also a couple cousins and distant family relatives. Especially on the last Soulfly record, Ritual, there's a song called Evil in Power, which also is very political and has a riff that's really, second degree cousin of Propaganda. And Propaganda is really cool. I just think to me is it teaches about how you can do with simplicity of only 4 strings, and how creative can you get with those 4 strings, which has always been my thing, because I took the 2 strings out of the guitar. I have to be very creative to as much as I can to do with 4 strings what most of the people out there do with 6 strings. So I became a riff man, pretty much. That's what I do, riff lord, riff vortex. So this song is the perfect example of a lot of just riffs, and it's a very Maxxx song, like all this especially those riffs. I always love those two together. From the beginning, from Bestial Devastation, you can hear me using the combination of these 2 riffs. And then, of course, with the double bass, I came up with... It sounds like a fucking machine gun when you do it right with the double bass. It's fucking incredible. and then a little melodic chorus. So it's a little tricky, but cool. So let's do a recap of everything, of all the riffs. Open note.
Why don't you get a life and grow up? Why don't you realize that you fucked up? Why criticize what you don't understand? Why change my words? You're so afraid. You put me down. Propaganda hides you scum. Face to face, you don't have a word to say. Not in my way, now you fucking pay. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you read. Ooh. I know my ways, I'm here to stay. Didn't start all this yesterday. Prove you wrong all the way. Life teaches you're always alone. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you read.
Solo. Join you. Fuck yeah. Bass to doom doom. And I always love a lot of my songs has a part where normally live is the part where I lose my shit. I just fucking go nuts. And on this song, of course, is the it sounds like you're fucking like bouncing and like you smashing the world with your hands. You know, it's like it's a feeling, you know, and I love that. A lot of my songs, you know, that embryonic cells and a lot of the soulfly stuff has, you know, the nail bomb stuff. The one riff that comes in and just destroys everything. And then on propaganda is this one with the chugging, and I really love it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I love it, you know, showing you propaganda from Chaos AD, and time for Maxxx picks. And Also, a little hello to all the fans around the world that are watching this, of course. I never forget you guys. And of course, I'll have a lot of fans in Brazil, so a little message in Portuguese para os meus fãs do Brasil. Aí, galera do Brasil! Oi! Maxxx Cavalera aqui, mostrando propaganda, porra! Os riffs meio que criaram essa música, que é uma das músicas mais foda do mundo. Cara, não tem como negar o poder dessa música, tocada até hoje por mim, e vai estar sempre no nossos setlists. Adoro propaganda, e não vejo a hora de ver vocês aí no Brasil ano que vem para detonar tudo. Mas enquanto não chega a hora, curte aí sempre, ouvindo as coisas, a história do metal, e sempre lembre-se dos riffs de Maxxx Cavalera, especialmente em músicas como essa, como propaganda, tá? Para arregaçar tudo, para ferrar tudo. Espero que vocês estejam bem aí com o Covid, e fiquem com saúde, e cuidem um do outro. Muito importante isso, viu? Eu adoro vocês, vocês estão sempre no meu coração aqui, tá? Eu adoro vocês, galera do Brasil. Muita força para vocês. So thank you very much. Time for Maxxx, and yesterday was the release of my son Igor Amadeus Cavalera, Healing Magic. That's his band, his new band he has with Johnny, the drummer. And this is the CD, but they are signed with Blood Blast, which is part of Nuclear Blast Records, and it's only on digital, so you can find them on Spotify and all different media outlets out there. Very cool stuff. It's very you can feel I taught the kid good. He has some really cool stuff, and Igor is amazing. He writes books. You guys should check out his books too. And he cooks really good too, which comes from Gloria's side of the family, because I burn popcorn, man. I can't cook shit. But yeah, his band is really cool. And we got some surprise coming up in the music world coming up in a couple weeks for you guys. Hopefully get to announce some shit that's be cooking on the Maxxx laboratory of metal. So yeah, so thank you for watching. I love it. Saturday we have another, Tuesday I guess. Tuesday we have another one, Saturday we have another one. Let's keep growing. Thank you everybody for watching. Shout outs to all my friends out there in bands. Shout out to everybody. I just got to listen to the new Necrot rules, the new Incantation rules. A lot of cool stuff out there, man. Keep it coming. Let's make this year. And also rest in peace, Riley from Power Trip. I got a chance to meet Riley when we played the Mystic Festival in Poland. Soulfly, Slipknot, Power Trip was on the bill, and we got to talk about 10 minutes in the dressing room, and he was a super nice guy, man. For very, very humble, very cool guy. We talk about maybe touring together, and I work with Arthur, that also work with them in Power Trips Records, and Arthur's a great guy. And so my thoughts, prayers are with his family, friends, and fans of Power Trip. A great fucking band, by the way. So rest in peace, Riley. And yeah, thank you so much for watching Maxxx. We'll see you everybody Tuesday with another banger, with another Reaper from the Maxxx collection. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope it was cool. Hope it was worth it. We'll come back to Maxxx next Tuesday. The dog ain't here. Where's the dog? Truffles! You know this? Read for Traxxx! Let's jam.
Maxxx fucking Traxxx.
Tropos.
All right, everybody, I love you all. We'll see you next Tuesday with another Maxxx Traxxx. Stay safe, stay metal. Oh!